Welcome, fellows! Here we are with another video on the top 10 play of the Super Bowl. If you are a die-hard football lover or just a casual watcher, you know there are some special things about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is not just a tournament, and it is way more than just entertainment. It brings people together, makes a party, and it makes even the non-football lovers get interested and excited about the game. When we think about the greatest plays in the Super Bowl history, there are several things you have to consider. The excitement, playing time, player strikes, sudden surprises, and some wow factors. Here we have listed 10 of the best plays of Super Bowl history. Hope you enjoy it. Before we continue, please don't forget to hit the bell button so that you are the first person to know when we upload a new video. Number 10. Super Bowl 10. Cowboys vs. Steelers on January 18th, 1976. Although the game is not recent, it has impacted the fans' minds with the dramatic ups and downs. The Steelers broke down the Cowboys with a high score of 21-17 and became the Super Bowl champion for the second time. The interesting fact is, both the teams were previous Super Bowl champions, so it was a treat to the eyes for the audience to watch them fight head-to-head. Number 9 on the list is the Super Bowl 40. Seattle Seahawks vs. Pittsburgh Steelers on February 5th, 2006. This great game was a super exciting one for the fans as both the teams were well known at the time. Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan was filled with Super Bowl lovers on that day as thousands of people came to enjoy the game. The Seahawks were defeated by the Steelers with a score of 21-10, giving the audience a great time full of excitement. Do you know one interesting thing about this particular game? This game was the first one in history which was aired in HD with all its aspects. The number 8 position goes to the Super Bowl 32. Broncos vs. Packers on January 25th, 1998. How can any football lover forget the epic game between previous NFC champion Green Bay Packers and the AFC champion Denver Broncos? The audience had witnessed a game full of excitement and drama at the Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego, California. Do you know that this stadium is the only place where both the Super Bowl and the World Series had taken place in the same year? Super Bowl fans had seen some great catches and runs in that game, and at the end, Packers got defeated by the Broncos with a great score of Denver 31, Green Bay Packers 24. Number 7 on the list goes to Super Bowl 21, Denver Broncos vs. New York Giants on January 25th, 1987. Well, you cannot forget the 80s when you're talking about jaw-breaking and breathtaking football games. This Super Bowl was one where two previous champions fought like they were at war. The Denver Broncos were a former AFC champion, and the New York Giants were former NFL champions who brought the right amount of drama and intensity to the Super Bowl, held at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. The game was super tight. At the first half, the Broncos held a 10-9 halftime lead. The scenario changed in the second half as the Giants won triumph over the Broncos in the most dramatic way possible. Number 6 on the list is Super Bowl 17, Miami Dolphins vs. Washington Redskins on January 30th, 1983. This historic game is one of the best Super Bowl games from the golden era of football, the 80s. It was between the Miami Dolphins, who were the American Football Conference AFC champions, and the Washington Redskins, who won the National Football League championship for the strike-shortened 1982 season. The Redskins were torn apart by the Dolphins with a score of 21-17. Riggins had made 2 Super Bowl records at this game. One is for the most rushing attempts and another is for the most rushing yards. The game had also secured him a Super Bowl MVP. Number 5 is Super Bowl 42, New York Giants vs. New England Patriots on February 3rd, 2008. This game is known as one of the greatest games in Super Bowl history. One of the teams was the NFC champion, and another one was the AFC champion. It was a head-to-head game with a score of 17-14. The New York Giants proudly sealed the winning trophy by defeating the New England Patriots. although the New England Patriots had given quite a wonderful performance, but could not save them from losing the game. This historic tournament was played at the University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. This game had given the football lovers one of the greatest catches in the history of the Super Bowl. The game was telecast on Fox, and it broke all the previous records for the most-watched Super Bowl game at that time. Number 4 is Super Bowl 44, New Orleans Saints versus Indianapolis Colts on February 7th, 2010. This game was played at the Sun Life Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida, which the stadium name has changed and now it is known as the Hard Rock Stadium. The New Orleans Saints, who were the winner of the National Football Conference, NFC, and the Indianapolis Colts, who were the winner of the American Football League, AFC, for the 2009 season, so you can imagine the game had to be epic. The New Orleans Saints defeated the Indianapolis Colts with a huge score of 31-17. You can't praise only one player for this epic win. It was a great team play, and the New Orleans Saints had cooperated greatly. Number 3 on the list was Super Bowl 23, Bengals versus 49ers on January 22, 1989. The game was between two legendary teams. One was the Cincinnati Bengals, who were an American Football Conference champion. The other amazing team was the San Francisco 49ers, who were the National Football champion and also the National Football League champion for the season 1988. The San Francisco 49ers won the match with an amazing score of 20-16. This victory gave the team the third championship in the Super Bowl. The game was full of twists and turns. San Francisco 49ers turned the whole game while they were down by 16-13. Just before 3 minutes to the end, Montana led his team to 92 yards down against the Bengals defense. And then came the glorious strike by Joe Cool just 35 seconds before the end of the game. Number 2 is Super Bowl 18, Raiders versus Redskins on January 22, 1984. The 80s were the golden time of Super Bowls. Without the huge use of the internet and social media, the Super Bowl was the meaning of true family and friend entertainment. One of the greatest games in Super Bowl history was Super Bowl 18 on January 22, 1984. It had made the football fans go crazy with unexpected twists and turns. The game was played between two popular teams, which were the Los Angeles Raiders and the Washington Redskins. Los Angeles Raiders were the American Football Conference AFC and National Football League champion for the 1983 season, whereas the other team, Washington Redskins, were the National Football Conference NFC champion and the defending Super Bowl 18 champion. This breathtaking game was performed at the very famous Tampa Stadium, which was full of fans. The Raiders secured the win with a score of 38-9, and Los Angeles finally had a taste of the championship, not seen since the Rams' triumph in 1951. Number 1 is Super Bowl 43, Steelers versus Cardinals, played on February 1st, 2009. The greatest plays of Super Bowl history has to be in this epic and exciting game. This game had given the Pittsburgh Steelers the record of winning 6 Lombardi trophies. This history and story-making game was between National Football Conference NFC champion Arizona Cardinals and the American Football Conference AFC champion Pittsburgh Steelers. The game is full of wow factors. The quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger's pass just 35 seconds before the finishing time was the winning stamp for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Santonio Holmes had ended the play with 9 catches for 131 yards. And don't forget the securing of a Super Bowl MVP. The Cardinals beat down the Pittsburgh Steelers by the score of 27-23. The NBC television network broadcast the live match, and you won't believe that it was watched by more than 98.7 million Super Bowl lovers at the time. At that time, it was the most viewed game in Super Bowl history. Thanks so much for watching the video. Have you watched any of these top 10 plays from the Super Bowl? Or do you have anything else to add to this list? Please let us know in the comments section. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button.